Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we'll talk to a two-time National Volleyball Champion, and she's going to teach us all how to rock it to the next level. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, we all want to play at an elite level. Even if you're not an athlete, you can learn something from this next segment. Jules Hernandez joins us. She is a 2-time National Volleyball Champion.
Hi.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I've missed you so much.
I'm so honored. Well, I have to. She swears she's not going to call me Uncle Bertie. We're not actually related, but I've known you since you were
I know. I've known you for like such a long time.
Well, I'm honored to have you in studio, and I want you to share with our audience your journey. So when did you know that you were good at volleyball?
Okay, well, in fact, when I was younger, I didn't want to do like any sports. My sister did sports. She was into volleyball, but I just did not want to be involved with anything. But my mom was like, okay, you need to do something. You know, I want her to try to do some stuff. And so she signed me up for volleyball when I was about 5, and I had no idea. And I was so upset about it. But once I went to my first practice, like, once I touched the ball, I just knew. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. And then ever since then, I've just had such a love for it. And then I believe when I was 10, I really started like really getting in that mindset. Okay, I really want to go far into this sport, D1 college.
Wow. So, in your early career, was there a coach who inspired you, or what kind of lessons did you learn along the way?
I've had a lot of coaches who've inspired me. I've had Coach Jason, who was my 10s coach. I've had Coach Alex. I've had Coach Bill, and these all taught me that if you just work hard towards your goal, and if you believe in yourself, then you're really going to go far in life. So.
Okay, when did you really start breaking away from the crowd? Like you said, man, I'm really good at this.
I believe when I was 11, my coach, he asked me to join his 12s team to go to nationals. And when I was there, I experienced this like competition, and I saw how it was, and I was just, wow, this is fun. And we won 3rd that year, and then I was like, okay, next year I want to come back and I'm going to win. I'm going to win, and I'm going to come back here, and yeah.
Okay, where does that fierce drive to win come from? Your mom, your dad?
I don't know. I think I get it kind of from both, because my mom, you know, she's always had that like fierce, you know, in her, and then my dad was always really into sports, and so I think I really just get it from both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally see that. I think it's in the genes. So let's talk about preparing for a game. So what's the mental game? What's your diet? What routines do you go through?
Okay, it's really important for me to, you know, be mentally and also physically prepared. I can't just be, you know, like drink water just right before the game. I have to be drinking water a week before. I have to be make sure I'm staying hydrated, I'm getting enough rest, I'm eating protein. And right before a game, I make sure to carb up, you know, with protein, because it helps me stay energy for my role on the court. And then during a game, I make sure to drink a lot of electrolytes with body armors, and also eat protein and sandwiches. But mentally, that's really important. You know, I like to pray a lot before at night. I like to manifest my wins. I visualize it. I tell myself, hey, you can do this. You have a strong team. Believe in yourself. Believe in your team. You know, lift them up. Lift yourself up, because you can do it.
So what happens when all of us have doubt? You know, sometimes negative thoughts creep in. How do you keep those thoughts at bay?
You know, everyone gets negative thoughts. I get negative thoughts a lot too. I might tell myself, hey, am I even good enough? Can I do this? And then I'm like, I'm a 2-time national champion. I can do this. I'm like, I'm strong. I work hard for what I want. My team works hard for what I want. I'm like, I'm not going to let this stuff in my head ruin the training of all of these years that I've put in the effort. And so I tell myself, hey, yeah, there might be a hard practice one day, but I know that it's all working towards my goal of winning nationals, getting a scholarship to a D1 college. And I know that's all helping me for my future. So I just know to just trust the process.
Now you have a nickname.
Yes! Yes, I do!
What is your nickname?
It's Queen Jules the Rocket, but for short, the Rocket.
Do I need to call you Your Majesty? Okay, so where did that nickname come from?
Okay, so like I told you a couple minutes before, I was asked to go to my coach for nationals to join my team. And when I joined their team, everyone had a nickname, and I didn't. And so I needed one, and my coach was like, okay, this practice, we're going to try to find a nickname for Jules. And so I remember, I don't know, it was just a good practice for me for some reason. I just felt the energy, you know? It was just a good vibe, and I was working really hard. I was diving for a lot of stuff, hitting the ball hard, and then my coach said, okay, guys, come on, I found a nickname for Jules. And in my head, I was like, oh no, what is it? Please tell me something good. And he said, we're going to call her Rocket. I was like, Rocket? What the heck does that mean, you know? And he said, because she's fast, she's strong, and when she gets fired up, nothing can stop her.
Wow.
I know, and then that kind of was just, okay.
I love that.
I know, I love it too.
Let's talk about songs that you play before a match. What do you like ramp yourself up to?
I love to get pumped up before a tournament. You know, I need that that energy. And so before, when I'm driving to the tournament, I love AC/DC,
Hey,
Back
me
in
too.
Black.
Me too.
I listen to a lot of rock and roll, you know. Yeah, and also Queen, We Are the Champions, you know, just to get that mindset in.
How about your teammates? You must really bond, especially when you're traveling together. What is that like?
Okay, well, it's really important to have a strong bond with your team, because if you and your team just hate each other and just not like each other, then it's going to also reflect on the court. And you guys just don't have that bond and that trust in each other to, you know, get that ball or to set me up. And so it's just great because we are so close with each other, and we go to dinner a lot, and we hang out, we text, we talk, and just building that bond, and it's just like a family in a way, you know? And just having that just is really helpful for the court. And, you know, my volleyball friends are literally the best friends I've had, because we connect with each other because we have the same priorities in life, you know, academics and volleyball first. And we have the same goals of winning nationals and getting to a D1 college, so yeah. And
you lift each other up, and everybody has a bad game, and really sometimes it's your teammate that says, okay, shake that off. Okay, that was last point. We're going to get it this time. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Are you a pretty good cheerleader? I mean, are you able to lift others up? Yes, I find it that it's really important to make sure that teammate is about the best mental mindset they have, you know, like, yeah, everyone makes some mistakes sometimes, and it's okay. So just let them know that, hey, you got the next one, you're okay. You're strong, you got this. Because if you believe in yourself, and if your team believes in themselves, and you believe that you can win, then that's just half the battle, you know? And then all that's left to do is just work hard towards that. Now, you're still a young lady. What grade are you in? I'm in 8th grade. 8th grade. Yes. So do you get nervous thinking about the future? I know it's easy to live in the future. You got to enjoy what you're doing right now. Right, yeah. But, you know, you're going to face a lot of competition here in the next few years. Yes. We're the #1 team in the nation. Everyone, it's like we have a target on our back. Everyone is literally out to get us, you know? And it can be tough sometimes. And, you know, yeah, it can be nerve-wracking, you know, thinking about, okay, yeah, Nationals is coming up. Everyone is out to get us. But it's one of those also with the team. We just support each other. Yes. And we work hard. We can never let our guard down. You know, we have to work hard, the hardest we can every single tournament to work towards nationals, you know, and stuff like that. Now, you, as kind of a star right now, are you giving out autographs? Like, do younger athletes come up to you? And I mean, you must have a kind of a reputation. Well, I have been helping a lot of younger kids at Flyers. It's called Future Flyers. It's like this program where I help younger kids with volleyball skills a lot. And coaches have asked me to come in and talk to them about, you know, motivation and how motivation is a big part of volleyball. And I tell them that
motivate yourself, motivate your teammates, manifest your wins, and believe in yourself. Because if you believe in yourself, you're creating that great mindset, you know, of, okay, I can do this, I'm good, my training. Trust your training, you know, and trust the process. And just believe in yourself and your team, because if you do that, that mindset is just half the battle.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Isn't it cool to have younger athletes
I really
look up to you?
enjoy it. It's so fun. I love it. I love them.
And
yeah.
maybe one day when they're being interviewed, they'll remember the kind words that you gave them.
Maybe, and I mean, I've had a lot of people help me in the past, my coaches, I've had my parents, my family. I would not be here if my family didn't support me, and I love helping other kids, you know, to support them too.
This has been a rough year for everybody because of the pandemic. Talk about the pandemic and volleyball. How did that affect practice or games?
You know, it was really hard because it kind of, you know, it just kind of separated me from volleyball and being for my friends. But then I realized, you know, from every adversity, you can grow from it and get stronger. And so during quarantine, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, work on my vertical. I'm gonna get stronger. And so in the backyard, I would do this board because I saw from April Ross's Instagram where she would hit it and pass it, and I worked on a lot of my skills. And it also helped me work on my mindset a lot, you know, and being like, okay, next year we're probably gonna be coming back, and I'm gonna try to be the strongest I can for myself and for my team. And that really helped me a lot.
Well, let's talk about the Olympics. Is that a dream?
It is. That is a really big dream. I mean, I'd be so honored and so happy if I were able to get to that level. I mean, it's the Olympics. That's incredible. I mean, that'd be really awesome. Yes, that'd be.
I think they need a rocket. I think they need a rocket. Okay, we got about a minute left, so your camera is there on the right. Look into the camera and talk to the viewer about a person who might have self-doubt right now, or they're going through some stuff. What words of encouragement can you give them?
Okay, now I know in times of practice and stuff, it can be hard. And hey, you might shank a ball, you might mess up, you might think to yourself, hey, is it even worth it? Am I even here? What is this? I might be bad or whatever. But don't tell yourself that. Just trust in yourself, trust in your coaches, and believe in yourself that, hey, I'm gonna work towards my dreams and I can do this. Because I did it too, because I had those mindset too. But if you just believe in yourself and towards your goal, and if you just work towards yourself and that goal, then you can do it. Because I did it, and I'm still gonna do it. So you can do it.
Wow, I got goosebumps. That was really special.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, we're going to end with the website for your team. We're going to put that up on the screen, and then we are also going to put up your Instagram page so people can follow you and stay in touch with your career. But you are so inspirational.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
All right, can you high five your Uncle Bertie?
Yes, of course.
That was an amazing show. Thank you
so much.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.